girls, and welcome to Cooking with Chickie, bringing outdoor cookery right into your own kitchen. So, what's today's recipe? Silver clouds. A silver cloud is a biscuit with chocolate marshmallow gooiness inside. Delish. Okay, what do you need? Well, you need baking mix. It could be called Bisquick. I have here, it's called pancake and waffle mix. Just some kind of baking mix that all you need to do is add water to it, and it will make a dough. So I've got my water here, and I've got a marshmallow. Regular sized marshmallow is good. York peppermint patties, And if you don't like the chocolate and mint, you could just use pieces of chocolate bar or chocolate chips. And you also want some butter or margarine, okay? All right, now the first step is we're gonna make our dough. I'm making a silver cloud for just me, so just one person. You need 1 cup of your baking mix. And I'm gonna dump it in my bowl here. Okay. Now, all you have to do is add a little bit of water to make the dough. Start with pouring just a little bit of water. And start stirring it around. You can always add more water, but if you put too much water, then it's all soupy. You don't want soup, you want dough. So you can just keep adding a little bit of water and stirring it around to make the dough. You want a nice dough consistency. Not too crumbly, not too soupy, just right. Like Baby Bear, just right. Now, if you end up putting too much water accidentally and it's all soupy, what you can do is you can just add some more of the mix, pour more of the mix into the bowl, and that will soak up some of the extra water. So never fear. You can always add more water or more mix, unless you run out, of course. Okay, now it's gonna get a little messy. Once you stir it a lot, then the best thing is just to use your hands to kind of make it into a dough. Kind of squish it in your hands, get all the little crummies. Okay, it looks nice and good. Okay, now don't worry about getting all the dough off your hands because you're going to be putting it on a piece of tin foil. And this is what you're going to cook your silver cloud in. That's why it's called a silver cloud. Because tin foil is silver and it's going to be in the shape of a cloud. Now use heavy duty tin foil if possible, because it doesn't rip as easily. Now, take your butter, and in the center of your tin foil, spread a little bit of the butter, okay? This just helps the dough not get so stuck to the tin foil. Okay. Just spread it around. You can leave it in some big clumps. It'll melt in the oven. Kind of put it in some different places. Silver clouds are my favorite dessert to make over a campfire, but you can also make them in the oven, which is what we're doing. One year I made them for my birthday party. I had all my friends over and we made them instead of having birthday cake. It was really fun. Okay, now you're gonna take your dough and put it in the center there, and you wanna flatten it out in kind of an oval shape, like a cloud. And press it down with your fingers, make it kind of flat, and spread it out. You don't want it too thick, because if it's too thick, it'll take a long time to cook. But if it's too thin, then it doesn't become like a biscuit. So just kind of spread it around, leave it a little bit thick, but not too thick. Okay. Keeping it in the center of our tin foil. Don't want it to get close to the edge. All right, that looks pretty good. Now, you're gonna take your marshmallow and you're gonna rip your marshmallow into small pieces. And you're gonna take those little small pieces and stick them in the dough. And they're gonna melt with the heat. So just stick them all around different places so that the marshmallow is spread out. Okay, you can use some big pieces, small pieces, all around. You could also use mini marshmallows too. That works as well. I find it to be more gooey if I just take a big marshmallow and rip it into pieces. All right, there's my marshmallow. Now for the York peppermint patty, you're gonna do the same thing as the marshmallows. You're gonna rip it into small pieces. So just kind of break it, stick it in the dough, all around. You can use one York peppermint patty, you can use two, however chocolatey you want it. And you could also use chocolate chips if you don't like the mint, or if you just want extra chocolate. Let's see, I think I'll maybe use 1.5 York peppermint patties. I'll save the other half for snacking on later. Okay, let's break it up into little pieces. All around my dough. Okay, there it is. Now, you want all of the marshmallow and chocolate to be inside the dough. So you're gonna take the dough, peel it back from the tin foil, and fold it on top of the marshmallow and the York peppermint patty, so it's all inside. Okay, this gets sticky. So the idea is that it will become a biscuit and the chocolate and marshmallows inside. Mm-hmm. And if you have any leftover dough from your bowl, you can also use that to kind of put on top as well. Okay. And it's okay if like you see a little chocolate popping through, just as long as most of it's in the inside. We'll keep it all together. And also you don't want the chocolate melting all over the tin foil because then that's a mess. Plus you lose some of the chocolate. Okay, that looks pretty good. All right, now scrape some of the dough off. Now what you're going to do is you're going to fold your tin foil over your silver cloud. So, fold it over and over, kind of making like a little package. And you want to fold the ends in. I'm going to fold it in a couple times. 1, 2, other end, 1, 2. Okay, so now here's your silver cloud. And if everyone in your family is making them, make sure everyone folds theirs different so you can tell each other's apart. Now, what you're going to do is you're going to bake it in the oven. You're going to put it in a pan. All right, so I've got a pan here. Okay, so you want to put it in the pan and cook it at 375 degrees for 20 to 30 minutes. After 20 minutes, I would take it out of the oven and you want to peel it back and see if some of the dough is done. So you can peel it back, check it. If it's not quite done, if it's still a little doughy, I would put it in for 5 to 10 more minutes. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and stick this one in the oven. Set my timer for 20 minutes. Set. Now I already made one. Let's look at it. Here's one I already cooked. Haven't eaten yet. So open my tin foil. Ooh. See the chocolate and marshmallow gooiness? That looks delicious. So you can just eat it out of the tin foil with a fork. And there's your silver cloud. Happy cooking! Thanks for watching Cooking with Chicky.